y'all. What's going on? It is Thursday. And if it's Thursday, that must mean it's Thursday Live. Hello. Hi there. And how the hell are you? I'm actually kind of doing sort of a watch party right now. But I am not going to ignore you, the peeps, the folks that make this happen. But I am gonna watch the game. Um, this game is not turning out how I thought it was going to turn out. It is actually a spirited contest. So, I mean, it's week one, but it's too early to say. Yeah, you know I mean, way too early to say. I heard a little snack while you watching the game. Oh my goodness! It is 3rd and 6. Philly got the ball on the 23-yard line, and oh my goodness. Can't stop that boy, man. Can't stop that boy. Um, LJ Panther, what's going on, baby? I'm in the building. I'm watching this Philly and Dallas game because folks for some reason seem to like Philly and Dallas a whole lot. Anansi, I see you in the building, sir. How the heck are you? Thank you for pulling up for the pull up. Can't be calling right now. Why are people calling right now? That's not the time. Everybody, well, everybody isn't watching this game. Some of you are watching me. Or you might be watching the game and me simultaneously. Either way. Oh, look at my dog. My dog looking at me dropping his food. Oh, goodness. Hmm. They ain't even started hitting him with Saquon Barkley yet. But Saquon Barkley is more dangerous in open space. I mean, come here. He's dangerous, period, but Robert, when you don't want to talk to people, that's when they decide to call. All right. Well, we're about a minute away from halftime. And when halftime jump off, that's when I'll be able to dive into the game. I mean, dive into the live with full zest and vigor. But yeah, after a strike to AJ Brown, the Eagles are in scoring range and they getting ready to go up on Dallas 21-17 is what it looked like. But don't take my word for it. You ain't get a little bit. Well, LJ got a question. Man, I got a question. How do you check or interact with your personal YouTube email? I don't actually. I don't even fool with And there's Saquon. I don't even fool with YouTube mail. If we looking about if we talking about reaching out personally to reach out to somebody to talk to them, you can hit me up either on YouTube or you can hit me up on Insta or you can hit me up on TikTok. Pretty much any other freaking format, any other app, any other form of communication. So that's the primo. That's the primo. Um, Kamoyo King in the building. Sir, you got a package on the way. You got a package on the way. You got a package on the way. 21-17. Philly up. That's pretty much what we expected. Um, it's gonna be a lot of points scored in this game, I'm thinking. But it is ain't too much time left. So we get ready going to the halftime. Anyways, let's get into this live. Snap. You know what? I gotta go grab the package because I said I got a package. I'm gonna be I got a package I'm gonna be opening up live. I'm excited about it, and I know y'all excited about me being excited about it. So it must gonna be something to write home about. Anyways, I'm gonna turn this down so it is not taking up so much attention. Matter of fact, I ain't even that enthused about a Philadelphia game anyway. Bam. And it ain't cause I'm salty. It ain't cause I'm salty. It ain't cause I'm salty. It's really not. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing a live right now. And that would be rude as hell to y'all for me to just be sitting here watching the game if y'all ain't watching the game with me. So I don't know. Maybe, anyways, give me about 5 seconds. I'm going to run upstairs. I'm going to grab this package and I'm going to be right back. I'm going to be right back. Sit tight, y'all. Definitely. We are back. Zoom. It's your man's in them. Oh, look at here. Y'all pulling up tonight anyway. Thank you. I'm glad I ain't the only one that's not a Philly fan. I'm not a Philly fan. I'm just not a Philly fan. Does that make sense? Um, I don't follow everything they do. You know what I mean? Like that. I keep up, if it's a game on, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Anyways, got the package here. I actually got an extra package too. Um, Also, what our good friend Kamoyo King is talking about here. I have and I guess it's the time to start talking about it. I have an eBay shop page. It's called D Reels Deals. DEELZ Deals. Go check it out. I admittedly I need to put some more stuff up there because the Kamoyo King just purchased a Lightning Lad action figure. Yes, and he's getting the one that has both a black and the original white Garth Rand's head sculpt. So swing over there, check it out. See if you see something you like. If you don't see something you like over there, ask. Leave me a message because you could. Oh, that's another way, LJ. You can hit me on my eBay page and ask me, hey D, do you have such and such, or can you post such and such? Cause I'll let y'all know now, since y'all, why do I sound like I'm tired? Uh, I will let y'all know now if I got some stuff in the store and y'all hit me up on this page, I give y'all first crack at it. So if you see something over there you want, hit a brother up. Let me know what's popping with it. So that's what he's talking about as far as me and pleasure doing business with me. Cause I try to do my best to make sure everybody's satisfied with the products I'm providing. You know what I mean? Anyway, new comics. New comics. Is everything titled? Um, when you say titled, do you mean like as far as what it is? Um, I'm not 100% sure what you're saying when you say title. So give me a little more, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, is everything titled D Real? Okay, I got you. I got you. Not a problem. I would tell, well, in the bio on my YouTube page, it's got my Facebook, YouTube, no, not Facebook, my Facebook, my Instagram, and I believe my TikTok handles. And if it doesn't, you can hit those handles, get at me, and I can give you the other handles. But since I'm in here right now, um, I can't do that. Anyways, let me go. I am D the realist. Just letter D, D the realist. Spelled out just like it sounds, no slang spelling, none of that. That's my TikTok handle. Instagram handle, DReal1970. Um, those are the ones in Facebook. Just put my name in. Those are the ones that you'll find me at the most if you're trying to hit a brother up on social media. Anyway, Groovy, Groovy in the building. What's up, my dude? What's cracking? What's cracking? Anyway, um, stuff I got. Alrighty, here we go. Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 11. Y'all know I like some Absolute Wonder Woman. And there will be a Absolute Wonder Woman review to follow. I think this is the original, or did I just show you the variant? That was the variant cover. That is, I think that's the cover of Absolute Wonder Woman number 11. I'm excited to see Absolute Justice League. When is that dropping? We need some Absolute Justice League up in this piece. You feel me? Also, Speed Racer number 2. Y'all, my man David Pepos is doing it. If y'all have not, and this is issue 2. 2 dos. Get down. Get down for the get down. What you talking about, LJ? LJ say, appreciate it, man. Just trying to get a little better with social media. Shit, ain't we all, my guy? Ain't we all? Also, another David Pepos title. Captain Planet and the Planeteers, issue number 3. I have been doing reviews on Captain Planet. Y'all need to jump in on this too. If y'all are Gen X or Gen Y, you totally need to jump in on this. Captain Planet is you. This is your generation. This is what you grew up, or you as a nerd. Watch issue 3 and 4. So I'm keeping up with it. I ain't just talking about it. I'm being about it. You know what I'm saying? I goodness. I ain't one of them cats that be talking about, oh, get this and get that, and then I don't get it and read it and check it out or peruse of it myself. That being said, I know I was reducing my footprint at Marvel, which I still am, but I FUX with my boy. If he in it and they showing him love, I'm there for it. All right. Got a chance to peruse that one. I will be giving you my feedback about it probably this weekend. I might have a lot of comic reviews this weekend. That's probably what I will be doing. All right. Um, on to the lesson for today. You know, if you FUX with me, you know it's gonna be a lesson. And the lesson is this. I am going to I'll make it stop if that's bugging you like that, because it's bugging me like that too. There. Now it's not. Because I was watching the game, Paul Martin, and I decided I didn't want to watch the game no more because the Rock With Me Nation is more important than some funky little, well, depends on who's playing. I'm not salty. I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not. Anyways, as I said, lesson of the day today. Um, and I want to get this right. So, T'Challa, give me a working definition of the word culture.
The request cannot be processed.
Hater. Oh, I got to open my phone up. Okay, T'Challa, what is culture?
Here's the result.
Okay, this is what it give me. Culture is an stop. You said culture is an integrated pattern of human behavior which includes but is not limited to thought, communication, languages, beliefs, values, practices, customs, rituals, manners of interacting, roles, relationships, and expected behaviors of an ethnic group or social groups of which those members are uniquely aligned with. Okay. That being said, the question I want to hit you with is, what is Black or African American culture? And the reason that I asked, because there was this, I was watching this video of this African, I guess he was like a professor or a scientist of some sort, and he was saying African Americans have no culture. And the example he gave was this: when I say to you, Italian American, what comes to your mind? When I say to you, Haitian American, what comes to your mind? When I say Latino American, what comes to your mind? Now, I know there are some things, particularly that we think about, particularly universal, when we think about those three cultures that I mentioned. Asian culture. There are things you that automatically you say that is a part of Asian culture. Martial arts is a part of Asian culture. Asian culture, it even though it actually originates in Africa, um, it's most known for being an Asian art. Um, dragons. Dragons are a part of Asian culture, not in the same way they're a part of European culture, but they are a part of Asian culture. Silk is a part of Asian culture. They're monuments. You know what I'm saying? The terracotta warriors, the Great Wall. It's part of their culture. Hello, Grand Madam. I am so glad you are here. They gonna need your wisdom today to weigh in on this because I want everybody to understand that definition that I just read to you of what culture is. The things in this country that are ours or make up things that are uniquely ours. Uniquely ours. Okay, not the stuff that's been appropriated. Do you understand what I'm saying? What is, that being said, what is Black culture? What are some things that we think about when we say those two words, Black culture or African American culture? What are some things that just pop out of your head right away? And don't everybody start talking at once. Rock with me nation in the building. Thank you for coming out and rocking with me tonight. At this inaugural NFL kickoff season 2025-2026. Paul Martin says music. 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 Okay. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. We're gonna come back to that, Paul Martin. Just got back is what Kamayo said. What are we talking about? The question we're having our lesson today. And the lesson today, Kamayo, is what is Black culture? What is African American culture? What are things that are unique to the diaspora? That is African American culture. And if you need to, use the definition of the word culture to guide you. Okay. LJ Panther say music, hip hop, R&B, and soul food. Kamalio King say food. We do indeed have our own unique cuisine. Music style and dance. Okay. So when we say dance, are we talking about hip hop dancing? Or are we talking about modern dance? Are we talking about dancing that has its roots in what was once European. And understand too this, there are things that originated in Africa, but got appropriated over the years and are no longer associated with Africa. One of those things being coffee. Ooh, yes, I'm teaching today. Ethiopia is where the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup originated. The coffee sleeve that is known as the Zarf. So much, so much, so much. Grand Madam says R&B music, afros. There we go. Now we are on the same sheet of music. Bojangles, MLK, MLK, MLK. When you say MLK, Grand Madam, are you talking about the man or the street? Because both are part of African American culture. Hoodoo. And I am so glad that you didn't say voodoo. Thank you, Queen, for knowing your stuff. Yeah, hoodoo, which is kind of Haitian. The Harlem Renaissance, then and now. I would say, and since you're talking about the Harlem Renaissance and we're talking about eras, I would even say the proliferation of independently established communities are Wilmington, North Carolinas, our Rosewood, Floridas, our Tulsa, Oklahomas, those communities that were built, created, orchestrated, proliferated by nothing but us. Those things. Now, let me ask you a question. Do they still exist? And if they don't, how come? Why do we not have? Let me move this a little further away from me so my eyeballs ain't glaring so much. All right. Why, pray tell, do these things these type of communities no longer exist? Do you think that there are powers that don't want us to have culture, that despise our culture and this is a stretch for me, despise our culture to the point where they want to circumvent it and normalize it until it is no longer uniquely ours? Now, with that same type of thinking, of all of the things that you have named, okay, Harlem Renaissance is in it now. What else we got? The ways of shaping the earth. Grand Madam says gospel music, tap dance, straightening combs, playing the dozens. Okay. All right. Ooh, shit, Paul Martin. He said integration and assimilation. I have nothing further to teach Paul Martin. What I was going to say was, of all of that stuff that we have named, how much of it is still uniquely ours? And how much of it has been appropriated? How much of it has been assimilated? And what have we been forced to integrate ourselves into, and to the point where we're asking ourselves, are we a part of it or are we just existing in it? Because I know that's a question I ask myself all the damn time. Am I part of this republic or am I just existing in it? And I shouldn't have to ask that being a veteran of this country's military. You mean to tell me after 6 years, 6 months, and 21 days in this man's Navy, I'm still not sure whether or not this country accepts me? Maybe it's just me watching too much of this darn internet, and it's starting to rock my brain from the inside. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Paul Martin said that was the answer to why the black enclaves declined. It's the answer too to why when we name all of this stuff and say we believe that it's uniquely ours, you mean to tell me you don't think I can't show you a gang of Caucasian people that done appropriated a lot of that stuff? A gang of Caucasian people that done appropriated a lot of this stuff. Kamoyo said we don't gatekeep. Here's a question. Should we start? Because I'm going to tell you the one that really gets me. I'm going to tell you the one that really gets me. Our way of communicating with one another. And Grand Madam will tell you, what was slang originally created for? If Grand Madam don't tell you, I tell you. What was slang originally devised for? What was it devised for? Do we think the original purpose of slang was to talk and sound cool? Do we think slang is something that was 100% associated with hip hop or the streets? Slang, y'all, was created as a unique form of communicating amongst ourselves. Slang was normalized largely because of the government. When I talk to my brother, what's going on, Pizzo? Ain't nothing black. I'm just hanging, trying to maintain up in this piece. My back's against the wall, but my nuts is still slightly hanging to the right. Every time I clap, my dog jump up like, why is this Negro keep clapping? It's okay, Leaky. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Watch the show. Chill out. Watch the show. He over there breathing like Godzilla. Anyway, um, y'all understand. Y'all understand. Paul Martin understand. Paul Martin understand. My brother Theo. Hey, Theo B. What's going on, dog? My man said, same. So they couldn't understand us. It's not a hip way for the teenagers to talk. That didn't latch on to the 50s. Because the Caucasian people at their sock hops went down into the neighborhood and heard some of the bros talking, and they were like, hey, let's talk like those coloreds, daddy-o. And their experience turned them into beatniks. At least some of it. I'm embellishing a bit, but slang didn't just naturally materialize into the European American community. How they talking like us and they don't live near us? I'm waiting for the Grand Madam answer, and here it is. Slang was designed to communicate with each other without certain folks understanding it. Yeah, y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. So, what happened to that? Short answer? See Paul Martin's response. Integration and assimilation. If you live in the colony, you are going to exhibit colony behavior. And part of colony behavior, whether the conservatives want to admit it or not, is socialism. Socialism isn't this evil thing that people make it out to be. Socialism is simply you help me and I'll help you. We don't do that in America. Well, we used to. But to help you better understand who and what you're dealing with when you go out there, to understand that things like assimilation and appropriation are just a normal part of what we deal with in this country, it's more than that. You ever watch that show, The Strain, that came on FX? It was this show that really took a super deep biological look at how vampires operated. And they weren't really called vampires. I mean, the word vampire was thrown around in the series, but one of the main characters in that series, this old guy, I forget his name, Satrakian or something like that, but he called them Strigoi because Strigoi is the Armenian word for vampire. And he was Armenian. But bottom line, when these Strigoi attack, they have these like 6-7 feet long tongue kind of thing that shoots out of their mouths and attaches to the carotid artery, and they suck them dry. Europeans are like Strigoi when it comes to our culture. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. Oh, y'all got a hairstyle? I want to have that hairstyle too. And they latch onto it. Suck it dry. Oh, you doing a dance? Show me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Then they on social media, Dougieing and and crip walking and doing all of the things that are indigenous to Black culture. And they normalize it to the point where it ain't Black culture no more. It's American culture. Hip hop is a part of American culture. Well, don't you live in America? Then you part of American culture. That's the argument that someone with a conservative slant would present. It's all part of America, so it's American culture. Well, that's an imprecise science too, if you really want to argue about it. But that's not what it's about right now. Right now, it's about culture. And I am I'm about to run out of powers. Let me plug this joker up so we can keep doing the show. Otherwise, the show might end early. And we don't want that now, do we? Theo said blowing up on social media, doing our stuff while we aren't able to do the same. Blowing up on social media, doing our stuff while we aren't able to do the same. Damn. Yeah. That's a deep one, Theo. That's a deep one, Theo. We've come to identify with our oppressor. Well, Theo, according to Jillian Michaels, only 2% of the population, which is wrong as fuck, only 2% of the population had slaves. Hell no. And this is a perfect segue. Speaking of Jillian Michaels, okay, Jillian Michaels is one of the reasons that people don't trust the intentions of a lot of European Americans. Case in point, Jillian Michaels, I don't know if y'all knew this. Jillian Michaels adopted a Haitian child. Bruh, how you going? You have a Haitian child. Haiti was the only Black nation in recorded history to ever overthrow the shackles of slavery by fighting. And this woman adopts a Haitian child, then goes on TV and says shit like what she said. You misquote facts, then you got to go home and talk to your daughter and explain to her your rationale. I've said it before and I say it again. Just because you can say something don't mean your ass should. Because I know there's a bunch of times there was some people standing in front of me looking raggedy and I just wanted to tell them about themselves. And it's like, no, nope. Down south, all they say is bless your heart. Bless your heart and keep it moving. Hey, We don't do that here. We just keep our mouth shut. Like, did you see her raggedy hair? Nope, not gossiping. Not finna do all that. It is what it is. They'll say they don't even know who all descended from slaves unless they do, and she's seen the list. Well, Theo, they do have census reports, but yeah, to your point, they can approximate, and that approximation is much bigger than 2%. Kamoyo said they always adopt us. We don't adopt them though. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't you see that movie The Jerk with Steve Martin? I was born a poor black child. That was funny because it wasn't. Oh my goodness. Say, man, she knows better. Her fitness career wasn't what she wanted it to be, so now she's finna grift. Well, she was a reality TV star. The Biggest Loser. Remember that? So you so fanatical about health, you getting ready to make a whole TV show and ridicule the shit out of people who's overweight. I mean, I get it. I get it. But you making money off of it. Or made money off of it. Did that child happen to change gender all of a sudden? I believe she's got more than one child, Anansi. But don't quote me. You say I still use that my special purpose line. Oh my goodness. Say, man, adopting a white child ain't guaranteed to get you a long life. Somebody finna swear you kidnapping. You know what? Cannot argue with you there, my friend. Cannot argue with you there. There, I did my advertisement. In the comments. There you go. Hey, where we at? We about 40, 45 minutes in. What series are you watching on TV? Or are you just watching football? There's football on all day Saturday. There's football on all day Sunday. And there's a game on, well, maybe two games on Monday night. So that leaves Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Friday. So that's not a lot of television watching, but what are you watching? I tell you what I'm watching. Um, oh, he 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 took the words right out of my mouth. I got to get caught up on Peacemaker. I got to get caught up on Peacemaker because I have been watching Alien Earth. Bruh. Bruh. I don't want to spoil too much of it for you if you decide you want to watch it. But there's this the xenomorphs ain't even the biggest problem. They got these little eyeball things. You know what? Oh, it was creepy. It was like they was doing an experiment with this sheep and they turned the little eyeball thing loose. And what it like to do is it got little tentacles that come out and it'll jump and rip your eyeball out and then get in there and be your eyeball and take over. That's way worse than a damn xenomorph. That's way worse than acid for blood. How about alien for eyeball? We sitting right here watching it cringing it because when it got in there, man, the damn lamb had just reared up on his hind legs, and I thought it was gonna stand up on his hind legs and start being like, "Hey, get me up out this piece." And I was like, "Damn, this is turning really horror movie-ish," you know. And then he got back down, and then was just looking at him. And he moved around, and everywhere he moved, that eyeball just following him. I'm like, ugh. It was creepy, but it was funny at the same time, bro. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, man, that show is crazy. Now, and I'm saying because it's Alien Earth, they ain't just focused on the aliens. They doing this stuff where I guess um these I guess for lack of a better term, what they call them on Alien, artificial person. These are the forerunners of the artificial people. I didn't think they were like using like the brains of actual kids and they were putting them in these adult artificial human bodies, and it's like they running around, they grown, but when they talk it's like you sound like you 10 years old. I'm the oldest, I'm 12. And I'm like, oh wow. This is trippy. Who thought of this? Ridley Scott. I want some of Ridley Scott's cannabis, please. He say, or lamb, or sheep. But damn, was it trying to tell old girl one of the things got loose? The fuck? Exactly. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm gonna call them artificial person kids. One of the artificial person kids can communicate with the xenomorphs. So, she was making clicking noises, and then she saw like a little chest burster running around, and it got up on the desk and like, and she started talking to it, and it was like just sitting there like a snake talking to her, and she was petting it, and I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying, bruh? Alien Earth is a trip, and it fits its actual canon. It fits in the Alien/Alien Predators timeline. No, sir. Xenos ain't never no joke. So when this one that she can talk to grow up, is she gonna be able to talk to it when it's like fully developed and whatnot? NCIS all series. Okay, I got to get back to that. Cause I hate to say it. I was always a SVU person. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, I rock with NCIS sometimes. LJ say he think it was trying to alert the doctor. Bruh, I don't know what it was trying to do, but it was freaking me the fuck out. I'm laughing, but at the same time, I'm like, when I go to bed tonight, am I gonna think about that? Fortunately, I have good cannabis too, and I slept well. Anyone watching the Black Steampunk show on Hulu called Washington Black with Sterling K. Brown? You know what? I forgot all about that. Is it good, Paul Martin? Tell me if it, from what you watch, do you feel like we could get off into that? The brother is a cold soul. Oh, the one that's got he's got the little Indian fella doing stuff for him. Yeah, yeah, they Alien Earth is some wild stuff. Very, Very wild stuff. Uh, I recommend it. If you in Alien, LJ and D wants me to watch it. LMAO. I don't need the nightmares. I'll just catch the reviews. Bruh, it's if the original Alien movie scared you when you first watched it, it's not even that bad. I think it's more the gore and gross out factor, rather than just the straight. It's not, yeah, scary. It's just like, eh. you know, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of unsettling at moments. Yeah, that's it. Only 30 minutes in first episode. Looks interesting so far. When I look at it, it reminds me of something like Doc Savage, Tom Strong, that kind of a thing. Like, Boy Genius and, sidekicks and that kind of a thing. The old, 1930 serials type thing. Or even old comic strips. Yes, of a gore. I can deal with gore to a certain degree. For me, you know what throws me off about horror movies? I can watch basically any kind of horror movie except for the ones that got something to do with something demonic or the devil or demons, because it's too close to reality for me. And I'm like, no, I can't watch that because that shit could possibly could for real happen. So I'm not trying to, nah. I ain't with that. I'm not watching that. I ain't getting that down in my soul. I don't want none of that around. All of that stuff, man. That devil, demonic shit. I'm not watching it. So, save that for somebody, that want to, mess around with their soul like that. Me, I'm on this, straight up horror movie tip. Give me a slasher, give me a monster, you know what I'm saying? Give me some, what I'm saying, terrestrial shit, yeah? Weather delay on the Philly Dallas game. Well, I be damned. Something go right for D Real for a change. I like creature horror. I like creature horror too, to a certain degree. Rawhead Rex has always been one of my favorite movies from the 80s. Um, I'm with Theo. If you suspend your disbelief and put yourself in the world of the xenomorph, it's terrifying. Eh, I can get over it. I can get over it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Alien Earth. That's how we got on this topic. Um, I am finishing up Sakamoto Days. At least the episodes they got left. It's that's getting good too. Well, it's been good all the way through. But Sakamoto Days, that's if you ain't been keeping up on that anime, it's on Netflix. You need to go mess with that. That is some good stuff to watch on your television set as well. Um, Someone has a question. You think the Yautja pulling up? Well, technically, I wanna let me get this right because they may have pulled up already. Let's do this. Boom. Okay, let's go. We boom. All right. Okay. Okay. Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Alien Earth, Alien, Alien Romulus, Aliens, Alien 3. Oh, they going in number order. Okay. So Alien Earth occurs after Alien versus Predator. So they already pulled up technically. There. There you go. Don't you love when a plan comes together and you figure things out on your own? That's all Sakamoto does. He kicks folks' ass and then say, "Come work in my store." But that dynamic is the anime formula. Okay? Name me an anime where somebody's foe didn't come and join the family. Dragon Ball. How many of his enemies are his homies? That's a that's a that's a regular dynamic in a matter of fact in manga. That happens all the time. Oh, I want to be your buddy now. Oh, I want to team up and help you kill the people that are trying to kill you. But I mean, I think it's it's a fun dynamic, but it's unrealistic. Theo, a shotgun will drop a Xeno. Them little rifles they got ain't hitting on ish against an armored being. Who are we? We talk about the Yautja? Oh, I see what you're saying. I'd feel better if humans had weapons against the aliens. They don't. Same thing with Starship. Starship troopers don't have weapons against the aliens? They was just getting tore up. They had guns, but the aliens had stuff too on Starship. They were shooting stuff out their butt and shooting stuff out their mouth and shooting stuff out their antennas. Guns just wasn't cutting it. I like Starship Troopers though. The first one. The first one. Okay. Um, Sort of a social political question. Um, and it's just it's been and I'm yes I am flipping topics because I want to get this out of the way before we kick off kick off leave um in British culture kick off means to act a fool. um they have projectiles. Where are my lasers, my photon torpedoes, my phasers? Actually, it has been proven from a scientific standpoint that outer space warfare, as it has been depicted in Star Wars and Star Trek, is very, 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 very unrealistic. Um, if you watch shows like The Expanse, um, or The Foundation, more realistic space warfare. It's not as exciting. But it is, you go, yeah, from a realistic standpoint, decompression would end all of that. it, in a lot of cases, in space warfare, all it takes is one hit. You ain't gonna have all that 30%, Captain, 20%, Captain. You hit him one time. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like, even from a naval standpoint, when you get shot at and a ship gets hit, there's a concept known as watertight integrity. Um, and we got hatches on Navy ships, and you know that when you're on a ship, if the hull gets ruptured in that compartment, if you can't shore that hull up, you can simply close the compartment off, and it's compartmentalized. The ship will drop a little bit under the water line, but it won't keep taking on water unless you keep taking on hits. The more you know. Dun, 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 dun. But when I'm on the ground, though, on terra firma, I need my phasers against a xenobug. Well, somebody gonna have to come up with something. Somebody, somebody gonna have to come up with something, bruh. They gonna have to. Pulse rifles. Now, pulse rifle, a little more realistic. A little more realistic. A little more realistic. My socioeconomic question. Y'all drew me off. Easiest cinematic aliens to murk, Chitauri, or the ones from Attack the Block? The ones from Attack the Block. You got teenagers on skateboards murking aliens. At least it took superheroes to take down the Chitauri. Anti-aircraft gun. Mini railgun. Railgun. Well, never mind. I'm not going to get into the particulars. Come on, kids. We in class. Go ahead, Prophet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Kind of a socio political question. And then after that, I'll move on to the unboxing, and then that will probably be it for this live. But this is gonna be juicy. Why is there so much focus from our government on immigration, but not any focus on crazy ass European Americans with guns that go into churches and schools and grocery stores and shoot the shit out of them and kill innocent people? Why is that kind of totalitarian effort not being exerted against people who dare to do shit like that? We know the answer to the question, but I think the deeper why is what infuriates everybody. Okay. The cop out answer is, well, We don't know when some crazy bastard with an AR-15 is going to go into a school and shoot it up. But you can take precautions. We don't want guns on the premises. You have resource officers. And for those of you who do not know what a resource officer is, that's simply a cop who works at the school. But he's a cop, or she's a cop, and he or she can have guns, plural, at least a sidearm and a shotgun. I think a sidearm and a shotgun in the hands of a motivated police officer is more than enough to take care of some crazy ass wacko with an AR-15 and mini Ks and HKs and extendos and all of that. Because check it out, you can have all of them guns, but the most you can shoot accurately at one time is one. See, scary people and civilians don't think like that. He's got an AK-14, a shotgun, a pistol, and an Uzi, and an AK-47. He can only shoot one of those mugs at a time, effectively. You can hold two and go rah, 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 but you ain't going to be able to shoot them effectively. Therefore, spraying large areas, but you know what? Easy target. Very easy target if I'm a couple hundred yards away. I could draw a bead on you. We're done. But we don't do that. Hey, can I talk to you? Calm down. Give me a second. Why? But there's just zero tolerance for immigrants. Zero. Get your ass out of this country. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're illegal. You're illegal. Okay. Everybody that's illegal ain't a criminal. I mean, they're guilty of the crime of coming into this country illegally, but the narrative that's being pushed is that the vast majority of these people who are in the country illegally are criminals, murderers, rapists, all of that, gang members. That's all that come into the country illegally. Murderers, rapists, and gang members. Do you not see that fear mongering? Grand Madam said, YT privilege. Yep. Because how you taking somebody to McDonald's after they done shot up a church? How you taking somebody to McDonald's after they done shot up a church? Because those people are foot soldiers for the dictatorship agenda. Okay, I see what you're saying, Kamoyo, but I'm talking about just the average maggot, the average conservative, the average person that is conservative that says this, that getting the illegal immigrants out of our country as expediently as possible is way more important than dealing with mugs who are just going crazy with guns, shooting folks up, that have been a problem in this country way longer than illegal immigrants. at least from an optics point. Okay, we just started talking about immigration, cracking down on immigration to the point where it sounds xenophobic in recent years. What year was the Columbine shooting? Let me ask the chat. T'Challa, what year did the Columbine shooting take place?
April 20th, 1999.
April 20th, 1999. April 20th is my sister's birthday. So 26 years ago, 26 years. It's pretty safe to say the powers that be don't give a fuck about folks getting shot up in churches, grocery stores, and schools. They don't care, because if they did, there'd be something in place. There is nothing, no legislation in place. Theo said, because folks don't want to be held accountable. Those who have an issue, in my opinion, are those who the opportunity available to them to act out should they feel justified in doing so. Yeah, because I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I saw the video that they took off the air. My wife is so slick with it when it comes to like finding stuff like that. She found that video and she sent it to me. And I was the dude was cooked already. I mean, he had like all kind of extendos laid out on the bed. He had ARs, he had HKs, he had a gangers. Already had his note wrote out, all that. He was on go. Ain't nobody trying to stop him. Ain't nobody trying to stop. Ain't nobody trying to talk him down. None of that. I don't I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but it's like it's as much a danger to you as it is to everybody else. This cat had Trump's name on a clip. Okay. Got it. All right. Maybe next time you should go straight to you know 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue instead of, messing with innocent kids. Go shoot some people who let me shut up. Let me shut up. For somebody, oh, we're taking that guy off the air. Get him out of here. That perhaps if you had made different choices, we would be looking at a very different scenario. Okay. They feel nothing will happen because these killers look like them. I get that, but I mean, you sitting around talking about black on black crime like white on white crime doesn't happen. Um, it happens at a higher rate than black on black crime does. Okay. Even if that was true, how come we don't see a WLM movement? How come there's not more attention put on social groups that advocate for the reduction of white on white crime. Why do we never hear of what are some of these organizations? Can anybody, all of these well-informed, intelligent people in Rock With Me Nation, can you tell me about these organizations that advocate on behalf of trying to reduce or address white on white crime? What are these organizations called? And can you tell me where I can get in touch with them so I can help my Caucasian friends to get shot at and killed in churches and schools and grocery stores less? Where is that? Can somebody send me a number, a name, a website? Because if it was that big of a problem, you know, European Americans don't just say la di da. They don't just go, what on earth? They got purpose behind their madness. And just like they got purpose behind their madness, it gotta be some people that's like, I am anti-madness. Where is the anti-madness? So again, I say, if white on white crime was as big a problem to the people who make the laws, there would be legislation for it specifically. It's not though. They ain't concerned about it. Whoa, maybe if we get lucky, they'll take a few melanated people with them too. Is that the thought process? Oh, it has to happen. Oh, we gotta every now and then we gotta expunge a few people. We gotta cull. Is that what they consider these people to be? They're culling the population. I don't know, man. It's getting dark, so I'm a really back, y'all. So we ain't going too far. I'm gonna get these last couple of comments. Paul Martin say, YT, young guy, told journalist Mehdi Hassan to get the hell out of the country in a debate. I'm not even tripping on what people say at debates anymore. Jasmine Crockett has been called a monkey by a Congress member. Jasmine Crockett has been told to go back to her country by the freaking AG of the United States of America. So I ain't shocked at all at what they say no more. They right now, you see what my man did last night or the night before in the football live. You saw him, Mr. Smith, not my Mr. Smith, but this clown that decided to come in my man and them's live and pop off with that bullshit. Okay, look here, man. I'm like this about that type stuff. Okay, you keyboard warriors, I ain't got no energy for you. And you know why I ain't got no energy for you? Because you're PUSSY. That's what you are. Okay, if you had some, you step. If you had some, you come on alive and debate me. If you had some, you tell me why I'm a NIGGE with the hard R. But you can't do that because you PUSSY. So FUCKOFF. All right? Unless you got the balls to step. I send your punk ass a link. Let's do it. Tell me why I'm wretched. Tell me why I'm foul. Kick that history that you think you know. And I'll school your punk ass. So until then, when you feeling saucy and want to come up in somebody's live talking that racist shit, oh, please believe I'm here for the smoke. I'm here for the flames. I'm here for the lightning. I'm here for all that shit. Cause it's punk ass folks like you that make me do what I do. So, bruh, anytime you want to come over here to be real, D-real with that shit, let me know. I send your punk ass a link. We can talk about it, or I can drag you. So, and maybe I'm overreacting, Rock With Me Nation. Maybe my man just needed his 5 minutes of fame to feel good about himself. Or maybe he was with his flaxen haired girlfriend and he said, look here, Kylie, watch me do something slick and intelligent with the Nigge hard R word in this insert racist expletive. And then she's like, "Oh, thanks, Kyle. You're so slick and smart." Clown. Mo, you said they're waiting for us to do to them what they have done to us. They don't want that. We all go down fighting. We all go down and smoke if that happens. We gotta find another way. Much as I want to do some stuff like that, that's what they're waiting for. Like you said, so they can call martial law and all kind of foul stuff like that. So maintain your woosah. Let them wild out on their own. I mean, somebody put hands on you, that's something different, but let them woosah. Well, I mean, let them wild out on their own. So you do know they despise each other as well as us, right? I get that. So then there can only be one answer, Kamoya. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's a class thing. Long as they killing people who make less than $425,000 a year, long as they killing people who get SNAP checks, more for us. That kind of a thing. Maybe race and racism shouldn't be all the damn focus. Just a thought. I ain't saying don't be aware of it. Just don't make it the focus. If it's about class, if it's about your socioeconomic position in life, there are lots of white people who are in the same socioeconomic situation as you. They just ain't in the projects. They in the trailer parks. They in the woods. But they dealing with the same stuff you dealing with. It might not be mayonnaise sandwiches and hand-me-downs, but the struggles of the middle and lower class are well documented and known, and they are not just one race. Maybe the fight should become for class. Maybe they know that the race shit keeps us divided. And so they say, "Have at it, you fools. When the smoke clears and half of you are dead and half of you are dead, all of us will still run the country." Hmm. 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 We and you can tell me what you want to tell me, but we have spent so much time despising the things that a small group of white people have done. that we blame it on all of them. Regardless. The Karen up the street didn't put you in chattel slavery. You just mad at her for being Karen. Don't be mad at her for being a Caucasian woman. Be mad at her for being an asshole. Just a thought. Maybe race should not be the focus. And I said this last week. I can be proud to be black, just like they can be proud to be white. I can make my focus being black. But when I get that tunnel vision and I focus just on that, I don't see everything else around me. Now, I ain't saying go out and hug a white person today. That's not what I'm saying. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that. But I'm saying, and y'all can do whatever you want to do, or yeah, every white person in America is not your enemy. They ain't your ally either, but they ain't your enemy. Every white person in America is not actively out to get you. Because if they were, they would have got you already. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? And I can say this even after saying something to this person that called me the N-word. Because he deserves my ire. He's a racist asshole. But people who just feel the way they feel because of other things besides the color of my skin or, socioeconomic positions, the more and more I live, the more and more I interact with human beings, the more in my heart of heart, especially with this current administration, the more and more I believe it's about class. And it's always been about class, but they know race is a hot button for a lot of Caucasian people and a lot of Negroes. So they use it. They fan that flame. You got a right to be a Black Panther. You got a right to do this. You got a right to do that. You got a right to party for your right to fight. Oh, you got a right to be a white supremacist over there. You got a right over there to be a skinhead. You got a right over there to be a neo-Nazi. Carry your tiki torches proudly. That's a distraction too. Think about it. Think about it. That's a safe practice, Kamaya. That's a safe practice. And just like I said, I'm not trying to tell you to be everybody's friend, but don't, I mean, caution is one thing. Funk is something different. I'm not going to have funk towards a human being that's never done anything to me. I'm just not going to do that. Now, I might look at you and my base instincts might get the better of me. And I might think about what your ancestors did to my ancestors and feel a certain way about it. But I got to come back to reality and say, what did this MF right here standing next to me right now do to me? Say to me. Takes more energy to hate than it does to simply allow the energy to be drained out of the source of your whatever. If you are giving me the same, I don't know, energy, for lack of a better word, if you are giving me the same energy that I'm giving you, then that's where we will bond. That could be a positive thing. That could be a negative thing. Oh, and Theo just said it. That's why I believe in equal energy. Till a person show you that they think you're a Alabama, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Until they show you that's what they think about you, you ain't got no reason to think that they think that. Because I can tell you that creates trauma in you. I have a friend who has been traumatized by his father because all his father ever said to him was Negroes are shiftless, Negroes are lazy, Negroes ain't this, Negroes ain't that. White man wake up, got the money gone before a Negro even roll over in the bed. Years upon years of hearing that. So now he don't see color. It's unaddressed trauma. We already got enough. Trauma is generational. That's even in the Bible. Why would you think that's a lie? I place before you now blessings and curses. You choose. That's what it say in the Old Testament. I ain't telling you which one to take. I'm just placing them in front of you. You know how you choose one or the other? Through your actions, through your deeds, through your words. Ain't changed. 2,000 plus years. He still places before you blessings and curses and tells you choose. But I'm going to get off the pulpit, y'all. I'm going to get off the pulpit. Paul Martin said, I once had a white guy mention the man. When I gave him a WTF look, he said, I'm white, but I ain't got. That's twice, my guy, twice. You like Hawkeye today, Paul Martin. You own him today. You own him today. That's 100, my guy. Yeah. It ain't. It really ain't. It ain't a color thing. I mean, if I were to say to you, racist people, white supremacists do not even make up 10% of the population of this country. It's a fact. People who openly identify as racist, they do not even make up 10% of the population. So why do we think that's such a rampant thing? Talk. We run our mouths all the damn time. And we talk about it. I mean, I ain't too crazy about that speech Morgan Freeman gave when they said how to stop racism in America, and he said stop talking about it. No and yeah. We stop talking about it, but we stop talking about it with purpose. We don't just, okay, no, I'm not supposed to say that to him. Oh, better not. You stop it with purpose. You stop it with purpose, and you stop it with knowledge. Information and knowledge are the path to wisdom. You've got to exhibit both to inherit the third. I'm going to get the last two, then we're going to go to this unboxing, y'all. Theo said, everyone gets the right hand of fellowship until they move or show me different. After that, I don't want you to necessarily starve, but you ain't got to worry about me feeding you. Hey, you know what? Those are words to live by. Those are words to live by. And it has never really been color when they sleeping with our women, eating what we cook for them. That don't jive, never has. I have nothing further to teach you. Let's get into this unboxing, y'all. Let's get into it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, what do I got? I know what I got. I just put put putting on for the tube, as it were. Look at me. I didn't even think that was gonna work. That actually worked. Come on, yo, you're gonna love this. Right. He-Man. Dun, 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 dun. Masters of the Universe, Masterverse Collection. It is a ninja. Ninja. Look at that. And he looking good in there too, with his evil red eyes and that bow. I'm going to pull him out because I want y'all to see this ornate, lovely outfit that Ninjor is wearing. They still got the Masters of the Universe feet though. I don't know what the deal is, man. Like if you collected like Masters of the Universe action figures back in the day when they was hot, like in the 80s, nobody had like regular human feet unless they had boots on. You know what I mean? Like He-Man, he wore boots. But everybody else had like claw feet, like 3 toes and 4 toes and shit like that. And I'm just like, why? Why? And Ninjor is no different. Okay, Ninjor comes with accessories. Got those damn plastic things on them. I hate those plastic things that they like put the action figures in the thing with. I'm mad. I'm juggernaut mad at them. I clip these hoes out. I'm ripping them out with my bare hands. I'm stop making these things entire action figures with them. It's tacky. Stop it. Stop that shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I really, really hate these things. I do, man. I don't, I don't see the purpose. I don't, man. Uh, there we go. And now, Ninja is free. He-Man. That's a pretty convincing Skeletor. Huh. Why my man got... Anyway, here y'all go. There you go right there, y'all. In all his glory. Say hello to Ninja. Huh. Let me see if I... There we go. That's better. Yeah, you can see me now. I don't look as scary. Yeah, that's Ninja. I like those eyes. Ninja doesn't like you. I'm going to shoot an arrow in your throat. Okay. That's all Ninja comes with? I'm kind of... Oh, my bad. Mike, I know Ninja got more than a damn bow. He's a ninja, for crying out loud. They got this little side thing in the kit that opens up. It's this little, see right there, little bisect open. And it's got some accessories in here. Look, he even got Masters of the Universe paper on it with his little, says there. You got any more accessories down in there, Ninja? Okay. Nah, doesn't look like it. What you got in this fun box? I'll bet it's a sai or some kind of dagger of some kind. They always give Masters of the Universe characters um some kind of weapon, but they don't never be killing nobody with them. Are you serious? Okay. Ninjor has, oh, looky there. Ninjor have alternate faceplate. Okay, so we can make Ninjor into a a a pale skinned man. Ninjor also has The Oni mask. I like the Oni mask. I got a couple of ninja with Oni masks. And for those of you that don't know, by the way, an Oni is a Japanese demon. Anyway, he's ninja, so he deserves to have a sword in his hand, as a ninja should. There he is. Everyone, make way for Ninja! Yep, there you go. I like that. And the He-Man figures come in the 7-inch variety. So they will match up well with DC Multiverse figures. So let me pop that off and go. Oh, do you just throw the... Oh, wow. Okay. That slips right in there. Oh, così non coesa, sangui. So, okay. So he's got a face. Pop that off. I like the Oni. Oh, it's gonna look dope because his eyes are, yeah. He do need some Visine and Nancy. He needs even more now. That is your ninja. So bow and arrow, and then he's got some little I thought I saw some shoulder pads in there. I thought I did, but he's already got shoulder pads, so why would he have shoulder pads? Anyway, he's got I think that should hold his. Oh, I like that. Hold his sword. See that? Might get another weapon in there too. Alrighty, y'all. So that, y'all. Oh, he does have more weapons. I didn't grab them all, apparently. I told y'all he has some nunchucks. Always nunchucks. Nunchucks are always the issue. They didn't want to come out. Where are they? I don't see them. Oh, because they're still in the bag. There they are. He has nunchaku. Let me give him a nunchaku pose, as I know them to be in a kata. I don't think he will be able to do it. So we'll just give him the old Bruce Lee pose. Ninja the Terrible. I like my little ninja. I'm happy with me little ninja. He can stay. All right, y'all. So, announcements. I have decided that I will attempt to do no, I ain't gonna commit to that. I ain't gonna commit to that. I will keep y'all posted on Friday Vibing because I know Theo is in here. So I want to contemplate and commiserate with Theo before I say yay or nay one way or the other. This, however, I'm sorry, Leaky. This has been Thursday Live in Living Room with your man, D Real. That's it for now. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good and be good to each other. Holla, rock with me, nation.